Good morning. I am down at the allotment this morning. It is a rainy Monday morning. Thought I would just give you a little tour around the plot this morning to catch you up on what we've done so far. We took the plot over in December, but it was a brand new allotment, so we're starting from scratch. It was just a patch of grass. So it already looks very different. So I just thought I'd catch you up on where we're at, what's growing, and what there is left to do. Um, got a little bit of a problem with the potatoes. They're looking a bit funky. A couple of the leaves are brown. I'm not really sure what's going on, so maybe one of you can help me out with that, because I literally grew potatoes and spring onions in my garden last year, but that is it for vegetable growing knowledge. I'm definitely no expert, so I'll be soaking up all the advice you can give me like a sponge. But yeah, I'll stop yapping and show you around the plot and see where we're at. Okay, welcome to our tiny allotment plot. I will insert a picture of it here back in December when we first took it on. It is a little bit messy right now, mainly just because of all the compost bags. We've been trying to kill off the grass as much as possible on the paths because it's just getting super long. We'd like to put some wood chip down soon. But we will start off at this bed here. This is the only raised bed we've got. We decided to just put things straight into the ground, mostly because that's what our neighbours do. A couple of them have said that that's what they have the most luck with, and that raised beds just seem to attract the slugs. So that's what we're going with. We might well change our minds in the future, and that is fine. But for now, just the one raised bed. Down this end, we have some parsnips and regular sized carrots, and then some spring onions and some Paris market carrots, which I'm really excited about. They're just like little mini ball shaped carrots. This bed here is the onion bed, shallots down this end, and then red onions. I've got some leeks growing away at home. They'll go in there when they're ready. I'm not sure what's going down this end just yet. Compost mess. We bought this bin originally, but we had a lot of turf to remove, so I'm going to have to expand that at some point. I'm not sure what the plan is yet. This bed, yesterday we planted a row of beetroot seeds and a load of lettuce along here. This is going to be the salad bed, so I'll also be putting some cucumber, probably some more lettuce, and maybe some sweet corn in there too. But here are my peas down the back there. I grew these from seed. Those lettuces were a gift from an allotment neighbour. I'm not sure what type they are, so if anybody knows, please let me know in the comments. Those things in the middle there are spinach that I grew from seed and planted out yesterday. And then we also filled this whole area with spinach seeds. Just here is a row of runner beans. And then the rest of that bed is filled with marrow fat peas, which we love and eat a lot of. So, yeah, that's everything that went in yesterday. I didn't film any of that because it was such a beautiful day. I just wanted to enjoy it. But also, there was a lot of people here, and I'm not sure I'm quite ready to be that crazy lady who talks to the camera just yet. And then we have our potato bed here. They were all looking so healthy until a few days ago. I'm really not sure what this is or if they're going to survive, but a few of them are looking like they're on their deathbed. So that's not good. I'm probably going to ask one of the neighbours to see if they're familiar with whatever that is. Over here, try not to break my neck. This is going to be for some tomatoes and chilies if we've got space. In here will be some sweet peppers and brassicas. This is going to be where the last bed is probably a similar size to that one, but that's going to be for butternut squash and pumpkins and anything else we haven't got room for elsewhere. So yeah, that is our tiny allotment. The plan is also to put a little wildlife pond in here, probably in the corner or maybe over by the compost, just for all the little creatures, and hopefully it'll help keep the slugs at bay as well. But that is where we are up to today. I think the next things to go in the ground will probably be the brassicas. I have a lot of seedlings at home which are looking pretty ready to go out soon, so I'll probably start hardening those off in a few days. But I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. I think a lot of the hard work is mostly done now, just one more bed to dig and probably another 10 or maybe even 20 bags of compost. I think we've already bought maybe, it's got to be at least 35 bags of compost so far. But that's only just to get us started, and then we should just be able to top it up a little bit each year. But there we have it. So we've got parsnips and carrots, onions, lettuce, peas and beans, lettuce, beetroot and sweet corn, brassicas, tomatoes, chilies and potatoes. I also forgot to mention that I had to voice over most of this video in the end because I think the rain got to my little microphone and it sounded awful. That is also why the carrots and parsnips have already been thinned out in the clip you just saw. I had to actually come back and refilm that part of the video, partly because of the rain, but also because I filmed it the wrong way up. But anyway, here I am thinning out the carrots. Something I learned pretty quickly at the allotment is that I would like to avoid using nets as much as possible in the future. I'm just so clumsy, so I'm constantly falling over them or getting them tangled up or fighting with them in the wind, and I just don't like nets. But regardless, the one I had over these kept my little parsnip and carrot seedlings safe since February or March when I planted them, so I can't complain too much. So I'm just going through and picking out all of the weaker looking seedlings and leaving the strongest ones nicely spaced out so that they have room to grow. I've heard carrots and parsnips don't really transplant well, so I'm not going to attempt to save the ones that I thin out. I'll just throw them straight into the compost bin. And that is all the carrots and parsnips thinned out. I was a bit of an idiot and I pulled out half of this clump thinking that they were carrots and they're spring onions. So I put them back in, but half of those might die, but that's fine. Probably still a bit of thinning out to do, but I'll let them grow a little bit more first. Okay, I am home now. I just realised whilst editing that I never finished the video because the heavens opened and I had to dash for home. But if you've made it this far, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please do subscribe if you'd like to see how we get on and if we actually get any veg by the end of the summer. But yeah, thank you so much. Hope you have a great week wherever you are. Bye for now.